Hey, there's no shame in trying things that people ain't never tried before.
You can tell when something is good. When you've made something good. When someone else has made something good. When you're living well. When someone else is living well. You can tell. You can feel it. When I make a shit video, when I write something shitty, I show nobody because I know it's bad. But conversely, when I make something good, write something good, I know it's good. I need nobody to tell me it's good, and when I upload it, or whatever else, I know it will be good, and I know people will like it because I know it's good. Same with living well, finding good in your life. And when I say good, I don't mean happy, necessarily, or angry, or sad. Or with videos, I don't mean well-edited videos, or masterfully crafted stories. Good is, well, I almost said subjective or relative, but universal, but personalized is better. Tastes are subjective and relative. You've heard all this shit before. You can look at a pen with context and I'll love it, you'll hate it. That's taste. That's context. But good, it's a bit different. Someone passes you on the street living well. Again, not necessarily happy or sad or angry or well-kempt or poorly dressed. Just good, living well. You can feel it. Universally, people can feel that vibe, that aura. Now, that's very interesting, because it is different for everyone. Everyone reaches good in different ways, but everyone can universally feel it, see it. You read all these poems, all these deep writings from sad, depressed authors, and you laugh at them because they're fucking gay, but then you read something actually sad, actually depressing, moving, good. And you look at the rest of that author's work, and it's all pretty good. And the guy's pretty good, even though he's sad. That's good. Or another example. Red Friend, Alien Boy, Lizard Man, Pizza Boy, the Master Minimum Wage Master Class. He wakes up every day, bounces between a few shit jobs, comes home and plays shit games, goes to sleep and does it again the next day with no larger goals. But he's living good. Now, that's not my good. It's spooky, it's scary, I dislike it, it grosses me out, boys. I couldn't imagine living like that with no goals between miserable jobs, but he does it, and he does it well. He lives in a state of good. And you can feel it. You can see it. An example from me, that utilitarianism video I made. Making that video, I knew it was good. Uploading that video, I knew it was good. And when it came out, it was good. I loved it. Everyone liked it. I knew it was good. You can feel it. It stands out among other work because it's good. Why? What is it? What is this good everyone can feel and reach? What separates it from not good or less than good? What is it? How do we achieve it? And what does it mean, if anything? Well, first, we'll swippity-swap the name. I'm not calling it good anymore. My asshole puckers every time I say living good. So, good, this greater good, is righteousness. Living righteously, boys. We're living righteously out here. Planned on calling it Dharma originally, just pirating that from the old Indians, but I don't need white bitches flaying me for a religion they don't practice or appreciate. So, righteousness. Now, what is it? How do we achieve it? Well, for me, I achieve righteous living, boys, by making good videos. Videos with strong ideas. Words I want to speak. ideas I want to communicate. When I write, when I get shit done, earn my keep, any of those things, these boys living inside me. But what do I mean? Clearly, these are ideas I want to pursue and could pursue, have the talent to pursue, the ability, the means to pursue. They are my possibilities, what I can achieve, what I was born with, what I can learn. I can't do math. I'm bad at math. I will never be good at math. My brain isn't built for math. If my goal was go out and solve a Superboy equation, it won't happen. That's not a possibility for me. I could try it, but it's not a possibility. That won't be a righteous path. But telling a story, making a video, those are possibilities. I have the means. I have the means to achieve what I want from them. What I can. What you can. That is the first part of righteousness, boys. What you can. What you specifically, among everyone else, can. Now, that doesn't sound like much. Understanding what you can. Understanding your possibilities, but so many people drift through life ignoring or misunderstanding their abilities, their potential, their possibilities. And they die meaninglessly, meaninglessly. Well, grammar isn't one of my possibilities, boys. Shit. You understand my point, though. If I went out banging my head against a wall to become an engineer, I might succeed, but I wouldn't be righteous. I wouldn't live righteously, because it wouldn't come instinctively. Man, you're born with something innate in you. And from your abilities rise your possibilities. What you need to understand and shoot for, refine and build towards, which is part 2, chasing your possibilities. That doesn't mean doing something grand. My videos are not grand. I'm a poor editor with shit software. But my content, I know my content is good. You know my content is good, despite my editing. We don't need to tell each other that, because I'm working righteously. I'm achieving my possibilities. I'm achieving what I want, how I want to achieve it, as best I can. I'm doing it. It's not good, it's not grand, it's not pretty, it's not it's not lavish, but it's fucking righteous, boys. Righteous. Now, that's not to say just going out and chasing your responsibility. Well, they are responsibilities, really, but we'll get to that later. Just going out and chasing your possibilities is not righteous. Throwing shit at the wall is not righteous. Remember, boys, what you can achieve, the highest you can achieve. If you're selling yourself or your work short, you'll feel it, it'll show, and everyone will tell. And this can change, too, with time and talent. For example, from your boy, I'm trying to be a little bit of a righty boy, and I wrote a little chunk that I felt very good about because all my prior writing had been shit. And this is the first thing I could really get through and not hate. Well, the more I wrote, the more I realized, although I felt righteous about it originally, I could do more better because my skill improved the more I wrote, because you research, boys, you learn, you pick up talents, pick up spears and rocks and tools, and get better. And I tossed it all, because it felt less righteous. I knew I could do better, and I felt responsible for doing better. And I could, so why wouldn't I? Does that make sense? Everyone is born with something inside them. Something they can achieve, their possibilities, and they pursue them, and they get them just the way they want them, just the way they can. And when they do, when you do, you feel it, and everyone around you feels it, because that is your best. It is your best, and nobody can do that but you. Only you have your possibilities, and only you can achieve them to the best of your ability. That's not even some special snowflake, you're the best shit, boys. That's life. That's existence. Existence is not founded on organized paths. What you should do, what you will do. Only what you can do. We are only here because everything that came before us could and did. You can. And when you do, you fucking feel it, boys, and it feels great. Even if you're sad or angry or murdering children or some horrible shit. It's you. It's what you got. It's what you can do, boys, and you do it. It's all righteousness, boys. It's why I keep going. Even though shit falls apart sometimes and you stray from the righteous path and everything feels like a cave just closing in, but righteousness will pull you out. Righteousness keeps you going. Now, I mentioned righteousness as responsibility earlier, which sounds a little out of my wheelhouse, but we'll get to that in the next video, boys, because this is the groundwork for a video on God. Maybe. Maybe. But that's righteousness, boys. What you can, what you do, and what you can do, boys. But that about rippity wraps this one up, boys. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Because I certainly enjoyed making it. Feeling a little righteous on this one, boys. Like if you enjoyed, because that helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't, because we do this shit sometimes. It's a good thing I say sometimes. I'm glad I swapped over to that, because we aren't doing this shit more than weekly anymore, definitely. And comment your thoughts, because I love hearing from you. What makes you feel righteous? Really, what makes you feel righteous? What is righteous for you? What are your possibilities, and how are you achieving them? How does that make you feel, boys? Do any of your possibilities, does any of your righteousness come from negative places? Sometimes mine do, but not always. Sometimes they're good. This one felt good. But I'd love to hear about yours and why and how and all that good stuff. How it ticks. But thanks again for watching, everybody. Really. We have a lot of fun on this channel, and I look forward to doing this with you guys again in the future.